All right, so we got to talk about this, man. This is getting pretty crazy, folks. CJ So Cool is completely out of control, man. The dude is out of control. According to royalty, still pulling guns out on 3 women. Come air us out then. So he's got all this energy for 3 women, but how come he didn't have this energy for CJ on 32s? When CJ on 32s got on social media, on Instagram, and talked about your girl Lexi like this. Talked about your girl Lexi like this, and your response, man, you were like a coward. Look at what CJ wrote at the time. I don't condone calling women out their name, especially in public. But you got all this energy, right, to pull out a gun a second time, or maybe like a third time now, a third time pulling out a gun on royalty, on 3 women. But you didn't have that energy for CJ on 32s when he called your girl a bitch. He called your girl a bitch on Instagram, on public platforms. He said your girl is a bitch, and you did not say shit. You had no energy for that.
Okay, y'all hit the like button. There's too many people in the building not to hit their like button, and y'all getting the exclusive shit right here.
Hold on, got my nigga the biggest royalty in the motherfucking building, man. Royalty, what's up, gang? What the fuck is going on?
Man, what up, Royalty Nation?
What's the word? Straight up.
Man, before you go royalty, everybody I'm not worried about no fighting. I ain't worried about none of that. I'm gonna get straight down to business because somebody is giving my kid toilet water, and I'm trying to address the situation. I'm trying to co-parent, and that's what this whole thing was about. But you see, I can't co-parent with a bitch. Period. That. So we gonna recap. I'm trying to break down this video because it's too long to send through an email, so we're gonna have to break it down in pieces. But
I bet.
Forget all the other shit. I'm worried about my twins' safety, their well-being, and who's mistreating them. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. And I tried to address him. Y'all gonna see the little video. I already knew he was gonna come back and try to lie, so I always come with my receipts because he's a liar. Right. But we know that.
That's crazy.
And just know my kids, when they come back to my house, after they leave from CJ's house, my kids do. I don't know how to explain it. They were just doing inappropriate stuff. Like, they would come back smacking our butts, touching our boobs, just like doing weird. They were just doing weird stuff. So when I asked Baby CJ, because he did it to Jaleel.
You know they learn all that stuff from Lexi, right? It's Lexi. You know how Lexi be dressing, right?
Yeah, and I had to tell him, like, that's inappropriate. You should not be doing that. Who showed you that? Where do you get that from? And of course, who you think they said? Lexi. So I basically.
Didn't I just say that? I just told you guys Lexi. And that is the same shit I told you. Remember I told you when she dropped that video talking about Lexi, the relation. I told you all that shit is fake. It's all fake. I probably even think that whole Mama So Cool shit, that Revi shit, I think that shit was all fake too. That whole thing is just happened back to back to back. CJ So Cool ain't that smart. All right, you should have kept like a gap of days or weeks apart. When that shit just started happening back to back to back, I was like, yo, that shit is fake.
Redirect my kids and tell them, and I kind of redirect them and tell them that's not what you're supposed to do. That's inappropriate. You need to give people their privacy. Right, and then Cordell also had said that Kamari had gave her toilet water. So we gave her a cup and explained, like, what do you mean she's giving you toilet water? She stick the cup in the toilet and she basically put it to her mouth. I said, you don't drink no toilet water. I don't know who's giving you toilet water, but don't ever drink no toilet water. Oh my God! Don't drink nothing out of no cup. You only supposed to drink out of bottles when you at your dad's house. Don't drink out of no cups.
Oh, Kamari should have got it right then and there. I don't give a fuck what
y'all. And I'm trying to explain to him, but he don't want to listen, and he want to, throw Kamari in it, even though Kamari has nothing to do with this, and I don't want to put her in anything. Just like y'all gonna see in this video, he talking about Kamari will beat my ass and Jalee's ass. We not on that. We're not on that type of time. I'm trying to tell you and redirect.
That's exactly what I said in the last video. I told you, you can clearly hear CJ say, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm going to beat your ass and her ass. And this is a whole man. So how come, this is my question though, how come this man did not have this energy for CJ on 32s when he called your girl a bitch? And he didn't say it like in private, right? Like, you and your buddy at the club or whatever, like a one-on-one conversation, maybe like a group of friends and somebody calls your girl a bitch. He got on social media and said, tell your bitch.
And try to co-parent with you, but you don't ever want to listen to nobody. Right. So y'all gonna see the video, like I said, but I ain't worried about nobody, diaper booty. I ain't worried about that. My kid is more of a priority to me than anything. I ain't worried about that. But if you want to come get this work, I got several bitches that'll give her this work.
So why he keeps speaking to Mari and saying Kamari gonna do this?
Unimaginable. Gave you your baby toilet water.
Well, shit.
It's a lot of things that's what I'm saying. I'm behind the scenes. I don't get on this internet to do any of that stuff. But when I have to correct some shit or do some shit, tell a liar, confront his ass, I'm gonna do that. But CJ, he is a fucking liar. And when I said the toilet water shit, motherfuckers was making these weird, ugly ass faces. So I don't know if it's true, but just best believe I'm gonna believe my kids over a liar any day. As you should. Right. Clown Daryl, bitch. Exactly. They don't know nothing about that when they've been getting water out of bottles or filtered water that's purified.
We can't hear you. I think your mic is muted.
No, we can hear you. I can hear you, AWOP.
All right, who was that talking? That was Royalty. What you say again?
Yeah, but I'm trying to send these videos to you now, Cap. Like I said, Cordell come home and say that she's mistreated. People be hitting on her. She be going in timeout. I mean, Cordell is a lot. She's like 4 kids in one. But, that's what happens when you have kids. And you just got to know how to redirect them and show them the right guidance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And some people were saying in the last video, they were like, how come I didn't post what CJ So Cool posted? For me, I think CJ might have told those kids what to say. He probably told the twins right before he started recording, say your mother fed you water from the toilet or whatever. Like when he does, like I don't really believe things the kids say because they can easily be programmed by parents.
When my daughter does come home, she's very defensive, and I can tell she's very defensive because she's being mistreated. Right. It's a difference. So it is what it is. Like I said, I ain't worried about no fighting. I ain't worried about none of that stuff. But when threats is being made, talking about you gonna air me and my whole family out, you got a gun pointed at my kid. Yeah, it's gonna get real technical. But I ain't on that type of time because, like I said, my kids is more of my importance than anything. So like.
Why is this man pulling out a gun on 3 women? On 3 fucking women. Why is he pulling out guns? If they're not pulling guns, why are you pulling out a gun? Like, that shit don't make sense. This shit is getting annoying. Why is this man pulling out a gun? Like, this dude should even have a gun. And I heard they did all this shit at the police station.
Okay, so that nigga just a waste of time. He a liar, and I'm about to expose his ass like I always do.
Okay, so when the twins came home, they said Lexi touched them right there, or she showed them.
We've seen Lexi do that shit on camera.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, I know, but go ahead.
But no, it's more like they come home and they be smacking our butt. Like they smack grandma's butt, they smack my butt, Jalea's butt. Like they just be touching boobs. Like they be trying to like lick us on the face. Like just be doing like inappropriate stuff. Like
crazy shit.
Wow. So it's stuff that I have to like tell them like that's not. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be touching.
Damn, man, what are they doing at that house? Like, is CJ and Lexi that bored or something like that? I know they don't got money to go on vacation, on trips and stuff, right? Like, what do they be doing at the house? Like, to have all these kids? Because the kids got to be watching them do that stuff. So it might be a whole lot of licking going on in front of these kids.
People on their butt. You're not supposed to be touching people on their boobs. How does a little 4-year-old know what boobies is? Right. We don't say boobies over here. We say titties. We say titties. We don't say boobies. White girls say that. My 4-year-old coming around talking about what's these boobies? Your boobies? Like no.
Something is going on in that house.
Wow. But I'm trying to co-parent with this idiot that's a fucking child himself that don't want to fucking take no type.
You know what I'm starting to think is, I don't know if you guys remember this, but remember that house, the one that CJ was at before, the one that had the home invasion and the shooting? There was like one video where I guess like the house owner, she had all these models and OnlyFans girls come to the house while CJ was there to shoot a scene. I think there's got to be like some of that stuff going on, because we did see it on video in one of CJ's videos. And I think also Lexi had a photo shoot. Like there's some stuff that's going on in that house.
Well, accountability for anything. I can't even really co-parent because I'm about, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. Well, you're going to have to hear this because this is important. Right. I basically told him, if my kids are doing something at your house that you feel that's not right, you should redirect them and tell them that stuff is inappropriate. But he don't want to hear all that.
Right. So why that bitch ass nigga get on here 10 minutes down the street before he delivering the kids just to try to explain to everybody how royalty...
Because he probably know how I am. I got them receipts on that ass.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, he always wants to get his out first, but then we already know he lying because she has the receipts and he be nervous.
That nigga is a bitch.
So yeah, and everybody saying, go make a police report. The police like standing right there. Y'all don't see in the video the policeman was honking his horn at us and just drove right by us. Right, exactly. And Daya looks just like royalty. That's why. They're jealous. They're jealous of Daya. What's really going on? Yeah, for real.
But I'm saying, how the fuck they jealous of Daya and CJ like light-skinned kids better than dark-skinned kids? What the fuck?
They're jealous of Daya. She got more hair than all them raggedy bitches. That's why. And she looks just like real.
Not all the raggedy bitches. Now
when I say all y'all raggedy bitches can put y'all's heads together and that baby hair still longer than y'all hoes. Shit, but I just feel so bad for Kamari because CJ be inserting her stuff that she don't even need to be inserted in. If anybody know, like y'all really don't know, like because we don't really record the drop off.
I think CJ is at the point now he's so desperate. Like, he's going to get the kids involved. I mean, like, we already got the mom involved, the brother involved. It's like, and I told you this stuff, when it happens so frequently back to back, I was like, yo, this shit is weirdly fake. Lexi looked super fake. You know, when girls like her start crying and shit like that, Karen's, right, Becky's, I don't really believe the shit. So I told you guys, if you guys remember when I reacted to Lexi's video, I said this shit is fake. It's all strategic, like the setup, the lighting, the editing, all that smooth transition. Lexi could not have pulled it off. She was probably with CJ, and CJ's team were editing the video. Just another way for him to get some views, some clout. And then the mom comes afterward and all that fake-ass clout, all that fake drama.
Julia's been going to every drop-off ever since it's been a drop-off, every single time. Right. This ain't, just because all this commotion is going on, Julia has been at every single drop-off. And pickup. So this ain't nothing new. Right. A real big always sister. There. Right. So that ain't even that. I don't want people to say, oh, they trying to fight, they trying to do none of that. But you make it over here making threats talking about you gonna air us out, you point a gun at my kid, you point a gun at me, you point a gun at my mom. Like, what's really up? You scared of 3 females?
Pointing a gun at 3 women. 3 women, man. Pulling out a gun on 3 women, but how come he didn't pull that gun out on the 32 gang, on CJ on 32s, when he called your girl a bitch on social media? And what is CJ? He wrote that goofy-ass cowardly response, I don't condone. Well, shit, why didn't you respond this way? Why aren't you talking this way to royalty at these meetups? Why aren't you talking that professional talk? Why you got to pull out a gun?
In the police station, do all this?
At the police station. Wow, that's insane.
That's crazy. What kind of police?
This motherfucker is crazy. Vegas got some weird. It's just weird.
They law is weird. If you doing that,
the court. And trust me, I didn't already try to get evaluations for him. I didn't try to get protective orders against him. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that I already didn't try and it didn't even work. His family needs to Baker Act him. He's losing. They're goofy there, yeah. He gonna hurt himself. He's trying to send these videos to you now, Cap, so y'all can have these receipts and stuff. Cause I just haven't.
We got to open up the
yeah, we definitely need that.
It's crazy because
he need to stop inserting Kamari in grown folks' things. Like,
listen,
people don't realize the whole reason why Julia's getting involved because guess who started it?
Kamari
and CJ. Well, yeah, she said in the video she was going to beat up Nation. What's that all needed for? Why can't we just move on? It's about to be 2 damn years.
Yeah. And then he said that he was like, and yeah, I was threatened by the oldest daughter, and I'm going to bring Kamari just in case. You ain't even had to say you was going to bring Kamari. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Y'all can go watch the rest of it on BSC TV's channel, but this stuff is getting out of control now. Like, before the gun, like, I think CJ could have pulled it off and get some views and clicks, right? Everybody gets happy, gets a paycheck. But when you pull out a gun, and I don't know if this gun is loaded or not, but this is just going down this dark path where somebody's bound to get hurt. All right, he's going to probably make a mistake and pull that trigger. It's going to be a hot mess. This dude, I don't know why this guy, it just doesn't make sense why this man is pulling out a gun when the situation doesn't call for a weapon. So far from what we've heard, Roti, her mom, her daughter, did not approach this man with a weapon. Why is he pulling out a weapon on them? That doesn't make sense. But get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think.